Anyone else have questions? That being the case, I'd entertain a motion on ordinance number 2442.
I move that we adopt ordinance number 2442, approving a request by Gardner Auto Body and Storage to rezone property and portions of properties located at 1076, 1084, 1092, and 1098 East Santa Fe Street from C3 Commercial District to MP1 Planned Restricted Industrial District, Z1303, PDP 1301, subject to the following conditions. Do I have to read those conditions?
No.
Subject to the conditions listed under the recommendation.
Second.
Motion Shute, second Harrison, that we adopt ordinance number 2442. Any other questions, comments? Roberts?
Yes.
Bodovich?
Yes.
Freeman? Yes. Shute?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2442 passes. New business item number 7. Consider denial of the application for a massage establishment licensed by
Yu Hua Fong.
Yu Hua Fong of JJ's Spa at 611 East Main Street.
Okay. I don't see the applicant here, so I don't know if there's anybody in the audience representing the applicant. It doesn't appear there is. So you know that. The establishment that's the subject of this license application is located in the commercial strip center that's just immediately to the west of the Tumbleweed Saloon. Just a little history. JJ Spa operated and was licensed as a massage therapy establishment during most of 2012. There was a prostitution arrest and conviction of one of the therapists at JJ's that year. The codes administrator revoked the license and then reinstated it in the same year. The operator then applied for a license for 2013 and was denied because the accreditation of her training could not be confirmed. That's a requirement in the code. The operator has since received training from a different school in California, and that school is accredited. It's the Napa Valley School of Massage in California, is accredited by the California Bureau of Post-Secondary Education. Despite being denied a license, the operator continued to operate JJ Spa in 2013. In July of 2013, the city forced the business to cease its operation. Basically closed the operation. It made an inspection. We made an inspection of the premises. We did note some potential building code, life safety violations, and the keys were handed over to the landlord, property owner. The applicant is operating under a lease. The applicant submitted the application in October. The applicant also submitted an employee or a therapist license application, which can be approved by staff. We did not have everything we needed for the application, and so we asked for and received additional information needed for the application. Community Development worked closely with the police department. As is typical on any application like this, the police department does a background check. The application requests authorization from the applicant to perform the background check. That authorization was given. We performed the background check. And the police chief's findings of that background check are attached. And I'll get into the basis for that. So the findings in that investigation and some of the other findings that are documented in the attached, there's an attachment that details our review of the application relative to the requirements, are the basis for the recommendation. So the basis for it is that it does not comply with the city code. The applicant was a license holder and the proprietor of the establishment in 2012. A massage therapist who was an employee at that time was arrested and convicted of prostitution in September of 2012. Just to be clear, the applicant was not arrested or convicted, but an employee was. The applicant was denied a license in January of last year. They continued to operate without a license, and the application is in violation of 515.050. That is, an employee of the license holder was convicted of an offense, in particular obscenity, keeping or residing in a house of ill fame, solicitation of lewd or unlawful act, prostitution, or pandering. So staff's recommendation is denial of the massage establishment license.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak to City Council regarding new business item number 7? Does anyone have questions for Mike?
I guess I'm a little curious as to why the codes administrator reissued the license. Is there any notes as to what was from July to October? I know it may not be material to this question, but I'm just kind of curious.
I believe the codes administrator acted improperly with respect to the code. First of all, a massage license in the municipal code, it clearly says that that's not the authority of staff, that it's to be reviewed and issued by the governing body. I believe the codes administrator didn't feel like there was enough reason to not reinstate the license since the operator wasn't arrested.
Anyone else have any questions? Certainly entertain a motion.
I move that we deny the application for a massage establishment license by Yuhua Feng at JJ Spa at 611 East Main Street.
Second.
Motion Freeman, second Podovich, that we deny the application for massage establishment license by Yuhua Feng of JJ Spa at 611 East Main Street. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. The application is denied. New business item number 8. Consider denial of a request by Zimmerman Properties for a resolution of support for an application for tax credits by Zimmerman Properties for the construction of multifamily housing located on 188th Street, west of Gardner Road. Mike.
Thank you. I believe a representative of the Zimmerman Properties is here, and we'll probably have a few things they would like to say since the recommendation is for denial. This is a resolution of support, or a request for a resolution of support for a tax credit application to the Kansas Housing Resources Corporation, which administers the federal low-income housing tax credit program. Of the 72 apartments in this project, 54 units would be rent and income restricted, and there's a mix of how those are restricted. Some would be restricted to those earning 40% of area median income, others to 50% of area median income, and the balance 60% of area median income. Again, 54 of the units, only 54 of the units would be income restricted in any way. Consider that it's somewhat complicated to calculate area median income. It's calculated based on household size, but in general, it's about a $70,000. Area median income is about $70,000 a year, and so 60% of that is $42,000. Income of $42,000. Some would call this not necessarily low-income housing; they'd call it workforce housing, just to be fair. This is the location of the site. The site is located just west of Gardner Road, about 900 feet west of Gardner Road on the south side of 188th Street. As you can see, the property is currently zoned C3, which is general commercial, or commercial district, rather.